What up? 5 minutes of F&I with Evan. Today, we're going to be talking about a few things. First, the 5 P's in F&I. What does it mean? How do we do them? How do we hold our people accountable? Second, we need to have deal audits. We personally, as a GM or owner, you need to audit your deals, at least 10 a month. Pick 10 random deals, a couple cash, a couple outside financing, a couple financing in-house, a business deal. We need to see how they're being done. And the last thing we're going to touch on is processes. I call it the 13 steps to the close. We all know the road to the sale, but do we practice the road to the close? So first, we're going to talk about the 5 P's. 5 P's in F&I. This is what I preach. This is what I instill in all of my F&I people that I work with, hundreds across the nation and in Canada. Number 1, obviously, we got to protect the house, which is the dealership. We got to protect you and your pocket, which you're the owner of the GM. And we have to protect our customers as well. And then lastly, we protect ourselves as F&I managers. Okay, so we've got to protect. The second one, don't prejudge. Just because they have brand New Balances on, some khaki shorts, and a white polo, and they're buying a Corvette, doesn't mean that they're not going to buy a product. Just because they're a 450, struggle to pay their bills the last 10 years, doesn't mean they don't have $5,000 for a VSC so that they can help protect their asset that they're about to purchase. Third is profit. We got to price for profit. I know that sounds simple, and we all as GMs or owners think that, yeah, my F&I guys or gals, they all ask for profit. Well, go in, and that's why I said earlier we're going to talk about deal audits. You need to make sure that they're asking for more, especially now the tariffs and the way that the market's evolving. We need to be asking for more than $1,500 over, or $2,000 or $2,500. We need to start at like $4,500 over, $4,500, $4,000. Doesn't mean you have to end there. If you have caps at your dealership, I don't completely agree with that. I understand why you do it in some scenarios, but that's a different story. We need to price for profit. That gives us a room. It's a negotiation still. The customer is going to want something, and if we have some room, some negotiating padding, then we're able to give that up before we actually get into our actual profit or our gross. The number 4 is present. Simple, but it's not done a lot. We got to present every deal every day. This goes back to the audits we're going to talk about. Making sure that they have a menu, they have an accept decline form or a final acceptance form, that they've actually wrote on the check sheet or the checklist that they've done the 3-peat, which is menu, go back a second time on the accept decline form to pull another product, and then thirdly, they're going to hit the menu one last time before the customer leaves the office. The last one is prescribe. We got to prescribe what the customer needs. We got to prescribe what would be best for the customer and us. We got to be the doctor. We got to be the educator, the professor. We have to educate these people. They're going to tell us no regardless. They're going to tell you no, that they don't need it, but they're just trying to get out of a conversation they're not really educated about. So we got to prescribe. We got to educate. Okay, that's the 5 P's. Now we're going to talk about audits. You need to audit at least 10 deals in your dealership a month. You personally, I know you got finance directors and other people in charge, but you personally need to know what's going on in your deals, what forms are being collected, and actually what's happening in the actual structure of the deal. Please do some audits. You'll find some crazy things, I'm sure. And I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy to do those with you. So please reach out. We will do some audits. I do a couple of them through dealerships already. Next, 13 steps, road to the close, your process of your deal. I've been preaching this. If you don't have written processes about cash deals, outside financing deals, regular financing deals, lease deals, remote deals, if you don't have it written, remember, we talk about expectations, about the different positions and what they're expected to do, have them sign it. Same thing with the deal scenario. From BDC to sales management, everybody involved, we need to have a deal process. We need to have an understanding on how the flow works, when to contact certain managers and other people, and have them sign it. It's simple. I'll help you create it. 5 minutes in F&I. Again, Evan, I'm always here for you. If you need anything at all, you know my number. You know where to reach me. And I love working with you guys. Continue to crush records. Let's go. 800.